here's a question for you.
Yep.
So the bigger names that are supporters of Ethereum, it's not small names.
No.
These are big names.
Big.
Right? The big hedge funds that are bullish on Ethereum, these are not small names. These are very, very well-known names, right? That you're talking about. Fortress,
Yep.
ARK Investment Group, Brevin, Renaissance Tech. There's some of these bigger names.
Billions.
Billions. So which means they have access to, they are banking on them being it. So is this a situation where Ethereum doesn't want an XRP and it's a form of wanting to eliminate competition? Is that all it is? Or it's a form of, let's get rid of these guys and let's not put the attention on us. Let's get the attention to XRP. Is that kind of what this is?
Sure. I think Joe Lubin said it best. I said when he said that every altcoin is spectacularly disadvantaged when compared to Ethereum. He said Bitcoin and Ether, we've been blessed. We have the regulatory pass. We have the free pass. These other folks don't.
Yeah.
And look at how much activity went to Ethereum since that speech in 2018. What, half of NFTs are on Ethereum?
This article just came out. Right, I'm looking at this article. Ethereum, Joe Lubin defends SEC amid Ripple lawsuit as the SEC is facing a barrage of criticism for its scattershot approach to regulatory cryptocurrencies. The much-feared regulatory agency has a supporter within the industry. Consensus CEO Joe Lubin. And in a recent interview with The Information, Lubin, who is known as one of Ethereum co-founders, claims that the SEC chair, Gary, demands for greater authority in regulating cryptos are justified. The head of Ethereum Development Studio says that the agency has a lot of legit arguments, may have legit arguments in the cases that are being discussed right now, while Ripple, the company that was sued by SEC in December over its unregistered security sales, accuses the agency of stifling innovation in the U.S. Lubin does not think that is the case. I don't believe the SEC is trying to squelch innovation, and he continues making other comments about it. Ripple's adamant that XRP was treated unfairly by the SEC. A speech by William Hinman, the SEC's former top official, in which he said that Ether was not an unregistered security, became a breeding ground for conspiracy theories about potential interest within the XRP community. Some are convinced that Hinman had skin in the game merely because of his ties to Simpson Thacher law firm, which is member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Yet the SEC made it clear that it has not taken an official position on its regulatory status, and Hinman was only expressing his personal opinion. Ripple CEO Brad is careful about his words choice, steering clear of peddling free pass conspiracy theories. In a recent interview, however, he said that the timing of the lawsuit was suspicious. Yep. So now why is everybody likes Dogecoin? What is Brad's issue with Dogecoin?
You know, I don't know, other than I think it comes down to the utility argument that you brought up, where you said Elon's being smart. Elon knows exactly what you said, right? So he's going to get, you know, him and Mark Cuban, who's also into Doge, they're selling their merchandise, Dallas Maverick merchandise, Tesla merchandise, and they're using Doge as a means of payment. Yeah. And so it's going to drive it up. And he's right. The reality is Dogecoin as a means of payment transaction is better than Bitcoin on the network. There's no doubt about it. You know, Bitcoin right now, it's digital gold, it's a store of value, and that's why you should buy it. That's the use case for Bitcoin. You know, Ethereum, it's the smart contracts, and they're the 2.0 eventually, and all that's going to happen. That's their story. With Ripple, it is these superior payment transactions. You can literally send, there's a guy named Michael Arrington, and he moved $50 million into his balance sheet, and it cost him $30.
Well, that's the that was the argument that I had heard against XRP, was the drug trafficking argument. Like, okay, you can buy $2 million of cocaine and have it in Colombia for $30 in 10 minutes, and that's so it's gonna make the drug trafficking, international drug trafficking and all smuggling that much easier. And then I'm saying, like, well, they're doing it anyway.
Well, it's also listen, it's all fun about the criminal stuff because it's a public ledger. The CIA and the FBI have come out and said that they basically hope that terrorism use the distributed ledger. You can find them. It's an open ledger.
Yeah,
we can
Pomp
get on
said
it right
that
now.
as well. Pomp said that as well. Yeah, he said that this is better for the FBI because now they can catch the bad guy better. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he said.
Pat, they're full of shit anyway, man, because look, they got a problem with the technology that could do this, but then the president's son is selling a painting for $2 million. Like, okay, and then we're just supposed to believe
beautiful painting.
This guy's macabre. I mean, this guy's incredible. Like, it's,
I'd rather have the laptop.
Shame on you for discrediting his abilities.
How dare I? Yeah, I mean, it's he's a real crack artist with the paintbrush.
But I can't speak for Brad. I just think it comes down to that utility argument.
Well, I'll read the article to you on why he said that. So here's the article that just came out on why he has an issue. I think it's on page 5. Let me see here on the bottom. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin news. Dogecoin is loved by all except Brad Garlinghouse. Dogecoin is arguably one of the world's most popular and most successful cryptocurrencies in the world. Starting out as a joke roughly 8 years ago, and the currency has been established as one of the most leading digital assets of today, as a market cap of around more than $1 billion, and has garnered attention from Elon and Mark Cuban. Clearly, it's a popular coin, and everyone seems to like it except Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, in a recent interview stated that the asset was not good in the long run when it came to expansion of the crypto space. He mentioned, I'm actually not convinced, somewhat controversially, I guess, that Dogecoin is good for the crypto market. Dogecoin has some inflationary dynamics itself that would make it reluctant to hold. It's interesting that these words are coming from Brad, whose coin XRP was ultimately outdone by Dogecoin. At one point, Doge eventually rose so high early this year that it became world's 4th largest cryptocurrency by the market and beat out XRP now. Though now things have calmed down a bit, pushing Doge to the side. Garlinghouse stated that still feels Bitcoin holds the top position in crypto. When it came down to cryptocurrency serving as an inflationary hedge tool, he commented, when people are concerned about holding a fiat currency that might be inflating and that's devaluing, they're looking at, how can I hold other assets that won't have that same inflationary dynamic? His main issue with Dogecoin is that currency does not employ inflationary barricades the way Bitcoin does. As of now, Doge has approximately 132 billion units outstanding, while an additional 5 million new coins enter circulation every year. So I guess that's the reason why he has an issue with them in regards to inflationary barricades.
Well, XRP is, it has 100 billion. It's not going to get any more. It's sort of the similar argument to Bitcoin. Instead of 21 million, it's 100 billion. And but at the same time, everyone's in their tribe in crypto. Crypto is just like a microcosm of everything else in society. Everyone's in their tribe. When you had Kurt on, he's a BSV guy.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you asked him, well, is there going to be 2 or 3 coins that are going to, come out of this and be winners?
Yeah, no, BSV is the one true God.
That was it. Whereas I take that position. There's 7,000 coins. Most of them are going to go away. But there's going to be, a handful that make it. I think XRP is going to make it in the payment sector. I think Bitcoin is going to continue to be that digital gold, store of value. And if Ethereum, if they end up figuring it out, then I think it could ultimately flip Bitcoin even.
It could flip Bitcoin even.
I think it could. Listen, a lot of people say, oh, you're the XRP attorney and you're hating on Ether. I have a higher investment in Ethereum than I do XRP. This isn't about me. This is about
what's right.
What's right. It's about that reaction that you had as you were learning this, right? And the only difference is I have a law degree and I said I can do something about it.
But I read somewhere the supporters of XRP. I saw Kutcher, I saw Madonna, Snoop Dogg, but the most random character, Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
what is Bill Clinton and XRP?
Well, let me tell you something about Ripple. We've already went over their defense lineup, right? Their lawyers. They had Bill Clinton be their keynote speaker at their annual event. On their board just this year is a former U.S. Treasury. Her name, Rosie something, is Rios, is on the dollars and the $100 bills. She was the treasurer of the United States. She's on their board. So they have top-notch people from the industry, not just the crypto industry, but the financial industry.
So are they putting Bill Clinton on that list because he spoke at an event, or are they putting Bill Clinton on that list because he owns XRP?
Maybe they paid him in XRP to speak.
I don't know. I think it's more about just that list.
I think he's a fiat guy. I don't know why.
Former president coming on board.
Yeah, because it's the right guy to have on your side, because you're dealing with a lot of liberals on the opposing side that want to, regulate the hell out of you. And a phone call from Bill Clinton, and even scarier phone call is from his wife. You kind of have to take that call and say, all right, Hillary, we'll leave XRP
Just
alone.
think of that sentence that you said, man. 2021 is such a trip.
What's that?
There's a lot of liberals that want to regulate you. Like, these words don't even mean anything anymore.
You know who owns XRP? Tim Draper.
I know.
He owns XRP.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Wolf of Wall Street,
Jordan Belfort?
Jordan Belfort owns XRP, and I think Jason Derulo and maybe Exhibit. Maybe Exhibit. I think I saw him on Twitter. My own
one
XRP.
of my favorite Exhibit songs of all time. Yeah, he had back in the 90s. Yeah, but it's a shame. People in the rap game only for the money and the fame. Extra large. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That's that was years ago. And the opening was sick. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.